Hello, Scorpio, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your February Horoscope from me, Kim at Expressions of the Universe. And taking a look at the moon astrology for the month of February, the full moon in Leo, the full snow moon, will be coming in on February 9th, and it will be affecting your 11th house, which is our friends, our social groups, our social gatherings, groups in general, humanity in general. So there could be some changes. There, you could even be working in larger groups, working for humanity, doing something on a much larger scale. Now, the new moon in Pisces, which is a sister sign of yours, comes in on February 23rd, and that will be hitting you in the seventh house of partnerships and marriages. So, could this month be a tug of war between your friends and your loved ones? We don't know. If you're a Scorpio that's single, you may be coming into a brand new relationship if you are looking for one. And maybe some of you could be splitting up because that is what the seventh house is affecting. Now let's take a look at the cards. I have pre-shuffled some of these to save us time. And where do I want to start? Let's see your animal totem. And I love this. It is otter spirit, and I want to get up into there so you could see it. It's so cute, and it's two little otters in love, but this is saying you are not alone. And so very similar to the Libra energy, there are spirits from the other side that are surrounding the Scorpios this month. They're supporting you and loving you. I think this energy would really come in towards the end of the month, February 19th, when the sun moves into Pisces and the veil gets a little bit thinner and you're able to connect a little bit easier. But I think that you could be getting a little bit of a boost from a loved one on the other side. And this otter spirit is saying for the single Scorpios, reminding you to love yourself. You always have yourself, so you're never actually alone, even if you are alone. When you love and nurture yourself, you'll be okay being alone. But this is also a little tip off for that new moon in Pisces at the end of the month. In the seventh house of partnerships, those single Pisces, the single Scorpios. Oh, I think I've been really messing that up. The single Scorpios could be pairing up. And you know, Valentine's Day is coming. Your crystal of the month. Interesting. This is purification, and it's black tourmaline. So this is talking about putting up protection, putting up boundaries, clearing out your body, mind, and spirit, and preparing yourself for whatever it is that's coming next. This is huge. This is really important. This also speaks about making sure that you're getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, eating the right foods, really taking care of yourself, really nurturing yourself so that you can purify. This is almost like a body, mind, and spirit detox. Of course, black tourmaline will work, but you will have to eat the right things. You will have to do the right things. Maybe take a break from social media to clear your mind. Okay, let's see. Now, the mystery is showing up. So this is a time of the unknown. Things can go any which way, any direction. We're leaving this up to fate and destiny. There's just too much unknown right now. I feel Scorpios are on like two sides of the fence. Some are going down this path and some are going down that path. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like, which path are you going to choose? Which path are you taking? The light side or the dark side? Are you taking the high road or the low road? And I think Scorpios often wind up in that place of the high road and the low road, and they want to take the low road, and their guides are saying to take the high road, and you're the ones that really have to decide. And I think that's kind of why this black tourmaline card showed up. So let me move these up here out of the way so I can lay out some cards and get a better picture, get a better idea of what is going on for the Scorpio sun signs, rising signs, and moons. All right, Pisces. The Pisces card showed up. So I said, I feel that there's going to be a significance towards the end of the month when February 19th, the sun moves into Pisces. I would definitely pay attention to that. This could be an emotional time. It could be a very giddy time for the Scorpios because this is a lighter energy of water for you. It is a sister sign. This is also reminding you to be compassionate and loving and forgiving, and also not letting people walk all over you. So wait, I want to keep that there. Okay, so your immortal spirit, the purpose and your destiny is involved in this situation. This is really tipping off. But going back to the other side, going back to the mystery, which path will you take? Going back to the purification card, are you putting up boundaries? Are you putting up your protection? Are they healthy boundaries? And are you taking care of body, mind, and spirit? I'm hearing from my guides that this is going to be a year where your purpose and your destiny kick in, but you've got to put in the work. You've got to put in the preparation work. And if you don't surrender to that, it could be a really difficult year for you, especially a difficult month. All right, so Pluto is coming up. Pluto is indicating huge changes, transformations, endings, new beginnings, a rebirth almost. You have the ability to transform. You have to take a big leap forward this month or prepare for it this month. Going into this year, this is going to be a huge year for the Scorpios. I think 2019 was probably really difficult. You're taking on a new face, a new role. There will be big changes coming. All right. Chiron, the wounded healer, is showing up. And this is a really interesting card. Chiron is the wounded healer. These are our wounds that we came in to this life with from a past life and often are still affecting us. Now, for a water sign, for Scorpios, we hold on to that. You know, we don't want to let those wounds go because often that's how we identify with ourselves. This is saying this is a time that you really need to work on yourself, body, mind, and spirit, complete transformation. You have the power to heal these wounds, and you have the ability to teach others how to heal these wounds as well from your experiences. This could be part of your purpose in life. I feel like you're showing others the way, showing others the path, but you have to go down that path first and master that before you can take anyone along with you. Unless, of course, you're on a destructive path and you take others with you, and that would be really shitty. All right, so for some more clarification, now this just came up for the Libras. This is Saturn, the truth. This is the rule maker, following the rules, speaking your truth, knowing the truth, not being disillusioned by somebody that is close to you. Discerning the truth, very important. I feel that there's almost like a follower type of energy here where you could be so under somebody's spell that you're believing everything they say and they're feeding you lines of bullshit. This is about you discerning and finding out what the truth of the matter is. Okay. Mercury, the mind. I feel like some of you, at least one of you, somebody is playing mind games with you in a relationship. They're not telling you I just dropped these cards. I'm sorry. They're not telling you the full truth. And I think that a lot of your wounds are coming from this. This is something in your lives that has to change. This probably doesn't apply to everyone. So like I say in all of my readings, take what resonates with you, discard the rest, because I'm picking up the energy from so many people that, some of it will resonate, some of it will not. But I feel like somebody is playing games. They're not being told the truth, and this is the relationship that has to change and end. And I don't know why I keep dropping these cards. That's crazy. All right, so, and this card came up but from a different deck in the same place. This is Cancer, I feel. And I feel as though emotions are extremely heavy. This is what has to change. If you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're not feeling good about the situation that you're in, the place that you're in, this is what has to transform, because that is on top of this Pluto card, calling for transformation, calling for change, and calling for endings. If you are really feeling like crap, you've got to change something about it, and you're the only ones that can. All right. Virgo, I analyze. So the Virgo I analyze card came up on top of the Chiron. This is an over-analyzation of who's at fault with where my wounds came from. My broken heart, my broken this, your fears, your phobias. And you're just overthinking about who you want to blame for the way that you feel, for maybe, hurting the way that you do, instead of looking here and saying, it was the choices I made that put me in that position. And really, that's the bottom line. That's what it comes down to. So it's taking responsibility for you being in the position that you were in. And that's okay. Forgive yourself. Because today is today, but you can change everything tomorrow. You can make that decision to turn everything around tomorrow if you wanted to. But I think often Scorpio sun signs, rising signs, and moons like living in the drama. All right. Good news. The sun is coming out. The sun will shine. And the sun card came up down here as well. This is your fate and destiny at play. Something fated is coming your way. Once you decide to turn things around, to make a change, to stop feeling the way that you feel, that's when things will turn around. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords are coming up. And this is a crossroad between two people. This is sharp words between two people, often an argument. And, maybe you decide that you're not going to put up with something anymore. This is a standoff or a battle. The Two of Swords also says that you're weighted down and you're bound to your situation. And maybe in your mind, that's what you feel like, but ultimately you can make the change. It's like you've got this ball and chain hanging from you, and you feel like you can't get out of your situation because of that. And it's really causing uh, mental anguish within you, but you have to remember, no matter what excuses you're coming up with for how you cannot escape your situation, they're only just excuses, because if anybody wants anything enough, they can make it happen. All right. The next card that is coming up, it is the Youth of Pentacles. I feel that what holds a lot of you back right now is the lack of money, and it keeps you kind of bound in the situation that you're in. Maybe some of you bound in a relationship that isn't perfect, bound in a career or a job or a position that's not paying you enough, but it's comfortable, or it's serving its purpose for right now, so you stay. And then your final card, and I love this, it is the Four of Swords. And I think that possibly when the sun moves into Pisces come the end of the month, and this is a leap year, so you get an extra day in Pisces. Let's see how that works out. Because everything is perfectly divided as it is now. I'm going to have to pay attention to see how the sun works that out. But this is saying you've had enough and you're surrendering. It's time for a respite. And I could see you moving on from whatever situation is weighing you down and being able to transform. Just remember, I want you to hold on to this, Scorpio sun signs, rising signs, and moons. The Sun card of fate and destiny. The Sun card here in another deck. And then this lovely butterfly symbol of transformation. I love it. So that's all I have for you. If you got to go ahead and comment me. Let me know who this resonated with. But if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so that you get notifications when I have new videos. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and of course, my website, my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. And I guess that's it until March. See you, little scorpions.